Welcome all who wander and the curious. Grab your walking stick and dive with us into the realm of the riddle master herself, the Sphinx. Today we're not talking about the Egyptian Sphinx guarding the Giza Plateau. We're heading to Thebes, where the Greeks had their own version of this beastly legend. Meet the Greek Sphinx, the offspring of the two-headed dog named Arthurus and the fire-breathing Chimera. Some sources even claim her name was Phix, not to be confused with the singer. Now, the Greek Sphinx wasn't your friendly neighborhood guardian like the Egyptian counterpart. No, she was more of a mythical menace, a creature that made your Monday blues seem like a walk in the Elysian fields. Our Sphinx had the head of a woman, a lion's body, wings of an eagle, and a serpent's tail just to keep things interesting. Now, let's start with Ares, the god of war. He had a bone to pick with Cadmus, the founder and the king of Thebes. The reason? Well, Cadmus killed Ares' beloved dragon, which was guarding a sacred spring. Ares wasn't exactly thrilled about this dragon-slaying heroics act, so Ares decided to add a bit of spice to Theban life by sending the Sphinx their way. She sets up her shop in a cozy cave on Mount Phisium, where she became the ultimate neighborhood menace. The Sphinx, lounging on her rocky recliner, watched Thebans pass by and occasionally wrecked the place for good measure. It's like she ordered a one-way ticket to chaos and brought her own popcorn to her own show. But here's where things get dicey for the Thebans. Our Sphinx was no fan of small talk. Instead, she opted for a deadly game of riddles. Step into her zone and you'd be faced with the ultimate brain teaser. What animal walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? And no, it's not your typical college student. But alas, no Theban soul could crack the Sphinx's riddle. Everyone took a shot and everyone failed, like a really bad game show. The body count started rising, and even Haemon, the poor son of King Creon, met an untimely end. In desperation, King Creon offered his throne to anyone who could outsmart the Sphinx. Enter our hero, Oedipus. Probably rocking a toga and a determined look, Oedipus goes striding up Mount Phisium. And there it is, the million drachma question. What animal walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? Now this is where Oedipus shows us that he's not just a pretty face with a complex family tree. He takes a moment, scratches his head, or rather his laurel wreath, and goes, easy. It's a human. Oedipus hits her with the knowledge bomb. Humans crawl on all 4s as babies, walks on 2 legs as adults, and leans on a cane in old age. In a dramatic twist, the Sphinx doesn't high-five Oedipus for cracking the code. Instead, she decides to turn mountain diver and flings herself off Mount Phisium, like the original exit stage left. And in a snap of a finger, Thebes breaks free from the treacherous grip of the Sphinx. Oedipus, the unforeseen hero in this mythic saga, not only weathers the storm, but also secures the throne. Exactly as promised by King Creon. Hey, talk about turning a tough situation into a royal triumph? Okay, I'll stop. So with the Sphinx's dramatic exit, her story doesn't just fade into oblivion. Oh no, she becomes the talk of ancient Greece, the original viral sensation. First up, Oedipus becomes the man of the hour, or more like the century. He's the dude who cracked the Sphinx's riddle, and everyone in Thebes is either applauding or side-eyeing him. But let's give credit where credit is due. The man faced a murderous enigma and didn't break a sweat. Okay, maybe a little bit of sweat. Now back to the Sphinx for a sec. She's not just a one-hit wonder. Artists across the ages couldn't resist immortalizing her in stone, paint, and whatever other artistic mediums they had back then. She basically became the Beyonce of mythical creatures, an icon for the ages. But here's where it gets interesting. The Sphinx's riddle, the whole morning on 4 feet, noon on 2, evening on 3, becomes the ancient equivalent of a viral meme. Everyone's trying to outsmart each other with clever answers. It's the original intellectual showdown, a battle of wits echoing through the ages. But the Sphinx's grand exit isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a mythological legacy, and Oedipus might be dealing with some family drama. As Oedipus settled into his newfound role as king, the city of Thebes thought, well, this guy solved the Sphinx's riddle. He must have life figured out, right? Oh, how wrong they were. You see, Oedipus had a little prophecy hanging over his head, like Damocles' sword. The oracle's words whispered a chilling fate. Oedipus was destined to off his father and marry his mother. Yeah, the ancient Greek tragedy at its finest. Now, in a sitcom, this would be plugged as a quirky, laugh track-filled misunderstanding. But in ancient Greece, it was a full-blown, hold-on-to-your-laurel-wreaths catastrophe. Oedipus, blissfully unaware of his twisty family tree, carried on ruling Thebes with all of the confidence of a hero who just conquered a riddle-spouting sphinx. The city thrived under his rule, and things seemed almost peaceful. But the fates, those crafty weavers of destiny, had other plans. Enter Tiresias, the blind prophet with a knack of dropping his own truth bombs. Tiresias, possibly the only one who owned an all-seeing eye despite being blind, spilled the beans. He revealed the prophecies unspooling Oedipus's unwitting patricide and matrimony. Oedipus, once the hero of the monster-slaying fame, now faced a cosmic joke written in the stars. Patricide and metricide weren't the kind of ides that he was envisioning for his reign. Thebes, blissfully unaware of his divine soap opera brewing in the midst, was in for a rude awakening. Oedipus, determined to untangle the twisted threads of his fate, embarked on a quest for the truth. It was a Herculean task, minus the 12 labors, and a hefty dose of psychological unraveling. Our hero questioned witnesses, summoned seers, and dug deeper than an archaeologist in an ancient tomb. No, not you. Get out. Get out of here, you sicko. In this quest for self-discovery, Oedipus encountered the shepherd who once abandoned him, unleashing a cascade of events that even the most seasoned playwright would find overwhelming. The shepherd then revealed the horrifying truth of Oedipus's parentage. As truth struck Oedipus like a divine thunderbolt, he now understood the magnitude of his unintended crimes. The former Sphinx slayer, once mighty, crumbled into a broken man, his pride and honor shattered. The throne once gleamed from the riddle's triumph now felt cursed with sorrow. The revelation echoed through Thebes, turning its celebratory mood into horror. The golden boy who unraveled the riddle now embodied a destiny-laden enigma. Oedipus, realizing the gravity of his actions, faced the harsh reality with a courage befitting an ancient Greek tragedy. The same piercing intellect that outwitted the Sphinx now turned inward, dissecting the tragedy that unfolded like a Shakespearean drama. Our fallen hero, now blinded both metaphorically and literally, wandered the land in a self-imposed exile. The once proud ruler became a symbol of divine retribution, a cautionary tale whispered from agora to agora. The mighty Oedipus, reduced to a mere mortal, embraced the shadows of his legacy. Yet, amidst the cosmic tragedy, there lingered a bittersweet redemption. Oedipus, though exiled and broken, found an unexpected solace in his daughter, Antigone. The same daughter who, in the twisted tapestry of fate, would later defy the gods for her father's honor. Oh, I'm gonna cry. As we dim the lights on Oedipus's mythic saga, let us reflect on the timeless themes it unfolds. The inexorable grip of fate, the consequences of unchecked hubris, and the resilient spirit that emerges even in the darkest hour. The story of Oedipus and the Sphinx warns us about pride and reminds us that fate can shape our lives in unexpected ways. Oedipus, initially a hero, turns into a tragic figure due to twists of destiny and the consequences of his arrogance. The story prompts us to think about how our choices and resilience play out in the face of challenges. It's a cautionary tale about the balance between fate and free will, urging us to reflect on the intricate journey of our own lives. And with that being said, I would love to riddle you with a puzzle of my own. I am not a treasure chest, yet I hold a key. Click like and subscribe and you shall see. In the virtual realm, I'm just a friendly plea. What am I that brings joy to thee? Thank you for joining us again, and remember to join us for the next mythical beast, the beautiful Chillin. Until then, may your riddles to life find clever solvers, your tragedies unfold with resilience, and your journey be filled with excellence and to never give up hope. Peace, peace.